Last week, I was emailing back and forth with a new client, and while we were on the topic of E-2 requirements, she asked me this question: which are the most important E-2 requirements? The annoying lawyer response to this question would have been, well, they are all equally important. But I totally understood what she was asking. She essentially wanted to know what we would focus on the most during the application process. So since a lot of people probably have this same question, I figured that I would make this video to cover the topic. As I discuss the most important E-2 visa requirements, I'm really just talking about the requirements that I spend the most time on. For example, it is obviously super important that you have nationality of a treaty country, because without that, you will not be able to apply for the E-2 visa. However, we don't spend much time on that requirement since it is easy to prove. Likewise, it is important to have the intention to return to your home country at the end of your E-2 status. It is a requirement, but I don't typically stress much about it because this can oftentimes be proven with a simple signed statement from my client. Okay, so which requirements do I focus on the most? I focus on the sufficiency of the investment and job creation. So let's first cover sufficiency of the investment. The U.S. Foreign Affairs Manual states that you have to make a substantial at-risk investment. Substantial in this context essentially means that the investment is large enough to make the business operational and ensure that you, as the investor, are committed to making this project a success. The lower the cost of the business, the higher a percentage of investment is required. To analyze the sufficiency of the investment, you look at what the business needs to become fully operational and ensure its success. This could include equipment, office space, automobiles, etc. Then you look to see if all those expenditures have been made. All of this then has to be documented with bank records, invoices, receipts, etc. in order to verify that this money has in fact been spent. And by the way, you also have to clearly show where the money came from. Gathering all this documentation and organizing it in a clear and concise manner oftentimes takes a long time and a lot of effort for both myself and my clients. Another important E-2 visa requirement is job creation. Now, it's not technically called job creation. The requirement says that your business cannot be marginal. Marginal in this context essentially means that the business will only provide financial support for you and your family. Essentially, your business has to be good for you and the United States. This marginality issue is tied to the investment because if your investment is tiny, the US government is going to question your ability to create those promised jobs with such a small investment. So those are two of the most important E-2 visa requirements. I spend a lot of time documenting the investment, and I think a lot about the ability of the E-2 business to create jobs. I hope this video was helpful. If you are thinking about the E-2 visa, then reach out to one of the many amazing US immigration lawyers that you can find across the globe. And if you did enjoy this video, please like it or pass it along to someone who could benefit from it. Thank you for your time.